Let's take a closer look at the Japanese textbook,
the most controversial ones in Asia,
and how this book are used to push a distorted version of history. After reviewing multiple textbooks from major Japanese publishers, we found the key parts of Japan's wartime crimes have been quietly revised.
这个教科书呢，很多地方就是对日本的侵略历史呢是一种美化、歌功颂德，甚至是正当性。就我们讲9·18事变，它叫满洲事变啊。总之呢，都是战前的一些说法。这个历史过程呢，没有从日本的侵略战争这个角度来写，包括太平洋战争，它写的是大东亚战争，画了个括号。这都是很正面的词汇，但是干的是一些呢饱尝祸心的这种事情。
Unit 731 is barely mentioned. Comfort women are missing. The Nanjing Massacre is often softened, referred to as the Nanjing Incident or simply the occupation of Nanjing. The Daiichi Kukashusha textbook writes, the Japanese army occupied Nanjing and massacred large numbers of Chinese people, while noting that the Japanese public was not informed of this fact. The Tokyo Shoseki textbook states, the number of victims remains uncertain despite various investigations and studies. This is not a simple academic debate, it is a decade-long rewriting of history. For a brief period, textbooks did record wartime atrocities, including the Nanjing Massacre, Unit 731, and the issue of comfort women. But it soon faded. In 1958, under Prime Minister Nobusuke Kishi, textbook guidelines were revised, changing references such as aggression into China to advance into China. This marks the beginning of a decades-long textbook controversy. One historian tried to resist. His name was Saburo Ienagi. In 1965, he sued the Japanese government. He could never have imagined the case would last 32 years. His textbook, New Japanese History, was subjected to endless revisions by the Ministry of Education. Not because it contained mistakes, but because it was too honest about Japan's wartime atrocities. Here is just one example. The ministry asked him to change the Japanese army killed large numbers of Chinese civilians to many were killed in the chaos. He later became a distant scholar and published a book titled Japanese History that failed textbook screening. In the 1980s, the textbook controversy triggered an international outcry.
잔악성 같은 그 추함을 밑으로 깔고 그러기 위해서 교육을 그렇게 시키는 것 같아요. 그래서 그렇게 하는 것 같은데 되게 열받는 노릇이에요.
In 1997, a new wave of textbook revision began after the Liberal Democratic Party returned to power. A group called Japanese Society for History Textbook Reform was founded, aiming to rewrite history and move away from what it called a masochistic view of history. That same year, Nihon Kaigi, Japan's most influential conservative organization, was established, with predominant political figures among its core members, including Shinzo Abe and Sanae Takeichi. Together, politicians and right-wing scholars pushed forward a systematic revision of historical narratives.
日本人というアイデンティティを備えた国民を作る。それはやはり教育の現場を変えていくということ。
Since then, Japanese history textbooks have undergone a steady and systematic rollback. References to comfort women and Unit 731 have been removed or minimized. The Nanjing Massacre is sometimes described as controversial. Atrocities are increasingly downplayed. Some narratives even question the legitimacy of the Tokyo trials, portray Japan's wartime actions as efforts to liberate Asia, and frame the Pacific War, which began with the attack on Pearl Harbor,
as a war of self-defense.
In 2025, Sanae Takaichi pushed to revise Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, advocating upgrading the self-defense forces into a full-fledged national military. Many see this as both a continuation of right-wing revisionist agenda
and one of the outcomes of
decades of textbook changes. Rewriting textbooks and reshaping collective memory are not just about the past. They pave the way for constitutional revision and military expansion. On March 24, newly approved textbooks once again triggered international protests. The controversy is far from over.